Good evening, everybody. It is a winning Wednesday, and we are here to recap our wonderful Married to Medicine, okay? Welcome back in the building. We are here. Good evening, Diva. How you doing?
How you doing? Listen, which is called Wednesday, what?
Winning Wednesday, honey. We are winning in the Wednesday, okay?
Well, I like that, honey. I'm going to use that from now on. Winning Wednesday, boom, boom.
Yes, we are winning. We out here doing what we do. We are dipping it and doing it and winning it, okay?
Come on now. Dipping and doing and winning, okay?
Yeah, yes. Okay, well, listen, everybody, we are back. I know we were supposed to come on yesterday, but listen, your boy had to go to prayer because I had some stuff to pray about, okay? So I told you, like, listen, girl, since we running late anyways, I'm just going to go on to prayer, okay? And we're going to bump with the people tomorrow. So here we are, recapping the season finale of season 12, episode 14 of Married to Medicine, Med Gala Mishaps, okay? It was the Med Gala, and it was a bunch of mishaps, according to a couple of people on the show. But we're going to get into it in just a moment.
Med Gala Mishaps, boo-boo. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button.
Like button, yes. Just a reminder, we are live on both channels, Chronicles of the Gray-Haired Diva and Royaire's World. So make sure you hit the like button on both of our channels. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button on both and your notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. Yes, people, it is Winning Wednesday. Here we are. Y'all better clock. Yes. Yes. Look, you clocked it from yesterday. Thank you for paying attention to the announcements. We appreciate you, little English Rose. Okay.
Oh, okay. Boom, boom. Yes.
That's what happens when your notification bells are on all and you pay attention to the people.
Oh, you better talk to people. The notification bells, okay? Holla. Yes.
Well, Diva, listen, so much happened on this last episode of the Met Gala, or this being the Met Gala episode, rather. You know, we've had an amazing season thus far with Married to Medicine. I have truly enjoyed it, you know, and I think this last episode, it set it off with a bang. I mean, they closed us out with so much to still talk about and deal with. I'm here for it all. On this past Monday, we did play the clip for the reunion. It will be a 2-part reunion. So if you missed that, feel free to go back and check out our street news moment. That was our street news moment, the reunion part 1 and 2 that they gave us a little bit of. And I mean, Married to Medicine did 10s across the board for me this season. 10s across the board. Everything.
10, everything. Listen, so this season, they shut it down with the Met Gala.
They did. Toya did her thing. But listen, before we jump into the show, y'all know we got to do what we do every week on our podcast. We jump right into street news. So let's get into this, people. Okay. Well, Diva, our favorite couple from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Candy Burris and Todd Tucker, have officially finalized their divorce. They have reached a final settlement in regards to monthly legal fees, you know, the going back and forth. They have settled on child support agreements, you know, the terms of custody. Sorry, everyone. The terms of custody. And so it looks like everything will be submitted by next week and everything will be closed out for the final divorce settlement with Todd and Candy. You know, Diva, first of all, I want to say, I'm not happy about this at all. I'm never happy to see anyone family fall apart. You know, I am a strong believer in family, especially when you have children that are attached to this family. But, you know, they both have to do what's best for them. And so they decided that going their separate ways was best for them. You know, I know we heard a lot during these last couple of months in regards to their fallout with this, you know, custody battle and Todd not wanting to move out of the house and, you know, Todd wanting a portion of Candy's money and all of this stuff that's been going on. But I am glad to see, and I see, look, they announced August, September last year, somewhere around there. And so they have finalized things by March. In my opinion, this is one of the shortest divorces that we have followed, in celebrity history, in my opinion. And I think it's probably been, I'm not going to say the most cleanest, but one of the more cleanest, in regards to legal battles and information being put out. We heard a lot of rumors, but we didn't get a lot of confirmation from Kandi or Todd in regards to what rumors were true and what were not true. But I am glad to see that they have reached a settlement and agreement, and hopefully we can move forward in a positive direction with the children in mind.
I'm in agreement with you. This is sad.
Yeah.
I was like in Tyra Banks, I was rooting for them. Okay. We were rooting for you.
Rooting for you.
So for real, I was rooting for them, right? And come on, street news, boom, boom, boom. But I will say, like you said, it's been in terms of a messy divorce, because it started out messy. We was hearing rumors of a girlfriend, of a this, of a dad, and a this and a that,
and all sorts of stuff.
But you know what? They pulled it together. They settled this thing, and they get to move on. I wish we would know, though. Is he still in the guest house for a year?
Well, that's what I want to know. I'm still trying to wait, figure out if he's going to stay there. They have 2 young children. I know Kandi just got off of Broadway, so she should be coming back home, more permanently. So I would imagine that hopefully he has moved out by now. But yeah.
Is he in the condo in Jersey? Because he got the condo, and do he still have the condo?
Well, he be posting with the kids all the time. So I be assuming that he's in.
I don't know why I fool with you. You play too much. Way too much.
I assume that he be in Atlanta with the kids, but
Daddy daycare.
Pulling up with the minivan. Look. Yeah. Come on, Blaze. Come on, Ace. Get in the van.
Listen, Kandi said daddy daycare was a whole lie. He said because they got nannies.
Todd was posting pictures on Instagram of them kids every day. Getting ready for school. I'm wiping their face.
Blaze with his award, with her award, Ace with his awards. Talking about, how fly Blaze is. Todd, go sit down somewhere.
Several seats.
But I really do want to know, just out of pure nosiness, like, is he still in the guest house? Did he have to get out 30 days after he signed all the paperwork?
He signed the documentation now. He did say he would. Raheem said Todd gonna start a food trucking business. Okay.
Raheem, you play too much. I'm not doing this for Raheem. Raheem play too much.
Oh my goodness! But listen,
I hope his food truck Royaire ain't like
the OLG gang.
No, Tina knows.
Ooh, no, we're not gonna do that. You see, I did not respond in our group chat, and we're not gonna do this now. I'm gonna get you a smoke. I'm gonna get y'all back. Trust and believe that.
Now, not Mama Knows food truck. The gumbo truck was shut down by the health department.
Oh my God!
I know that's your first family warrior, but I gotta say this to you. She be doing too much.
Look, Diva. La 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 la.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Too much.
Listen, she spread herself a little too thin this time. She did. Yes, she did. And the gumbo, it wasn't gumboing.
No, the people said they was getting sick. It's one thing.
They said they was rushing to the porta potty.
Oh God. It's one thing if you just saying it ain't got no flavor and it's nasty. The people said they was in the ER.
She said it was atrocious.
Oh my God. Whoo, child. Good luck with the food truck. Now, let me tell you something, Royaire. I have eaten at food trucks, but when I think about it, the nastiness of it all, where do they go to the bathroom?
Look, thank you, Tanya. How did Miss Tina get into this, Diva? Out here catching strays.
Oh God. Child.
Yeah, you know, I've never been a real big food truck eater in my personal, you know, just experiences, just haven't. You know, I don't know. You know, like I said, Miss Tina, she just spread herself too thin this time. We got a little too much going on, you know. Yeah. We all sin and fall short of his glory.
Listen, and we're gonna move on, but can I ask you something? Do those products that Beyonce have, do they work? Get out of here. Well, you just got, you know, they used to call it good hair. You just got good hair. You can shave your head off tomorrow. You can shave your head off tomorrow, and Friday you have a head full of hair. Get out of here. It ain't got nothing to do with them. What's some products called Sacred?
No, but I will say, I think they're good products. I like the way that I personally did the shampoo and the rice oil, the rice
spray.
No, it wasn't. Well, I did try the detangler spray, and the detangler spray really does work. And I did a video on my shorts about the detangler spray, so I will stand for that. And you know what? This was about Candy and Todd. I'm not gonna sit up here and defend my girl in the first family. So listen, we are wishing Todd and Candy the best in their children, and we're gonna move forward because we're here to talk about Mary Tomatoes. That's okay, because when we get invited to Beyonce's party as the duo, I'm gonna tell them to leave your name off the ticket. Don't even. I'm gonna leave you standing out there like Mimi and Stevie.
I'll be like, can I buy a ticket? Mo said the rice and rose water. First of all, we're gonna move forward right here, but your hair was never tangled. Talk about the details. No, listen. We gotta move forward because I have to try it out because I got real black people here.
Okay. Because you is smart, you is kind, you is important, and you are black, okay?
Oh my God. I need clear this triangle. Okay, we're gonna stop. Nah, Super said that Sacred is the bomb.
It is. It is really, it's a really good product. I think you should try it. It is on the expensive side a little bit, but I think it is worth the money. I really
Sasuke talking about her drops work. Okay, you know what, y'all? Because y'all see, I ain't got that much hair. I'm gonna get them drops. Is my hair gonna be long?
Do I have it up here? I think it's in my bathroom, but I got her hair oil. Look, when you give your opinion, I'm gonna get the hair oil so I can.
Not you gonna show up. Nah.
Listen, her hair drops, they do work. They're good.
Oh God. All right. How much some drops? How much some oil drops?
Okay, so for the little mini bottle, it's like, I want to say it's between 20, I don't want to say it's like $28, $20, $22, $28. And then the bigger bottle is like $40 to $50.
Child, my hair better be on the floor. For $40 drops.
Well, what's kaleidoscopes? What's her name? Judy. Judy's. How much is her stuff? Oh, Sass said $56. Okay, is that high? They must have went up.
Yeah. Cardi B coming out. We off the beaten path, but Cardi B coming out with a hair care line.
Oh,
I think it's called Grow Good or something like that.
Okay.
I gotta see how much her products cost.
Interesting.
Don't do that Cardi B hair all the way down her back.
Interesting.
You know what? Go ahead now. Listen, if I get that darn, my hair grows super fast, so I can't speak on growth. See, that's what I'm saying, Super.
Okay.
So we need the people who really got a tough time growing hair. That's when you know what's something the truth or not.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it.
Listen, who's a Sass said use her mini adoxally drops. I don't know what that. Who is that?
That's where they work. 2 huge bottles for $175.
Who is that? Oh, this is
that also had them shots. Is it? Wait, you talking about Serena Williams and her husband?
This is Judy's stuff. No, this is Judy's hair drops. Judy.
Oh, Judy.
Kaleidoscope.
$175 for 2 bottles. That's Kaleidoscope.
Okay, we off the beaten path. Let's
get back.
Okay, but listen, we are sending our well wishes to Candy and Todd, to the family, to the children. You know, one thing I will say about this, and then we can move on. I was very surprised that Mama Joyce has not said anything out loud, probably more so on the ends of because Candy has been blocking her from saying anything. But if anybody does have anything to say, I would like to hear it from Mama Joyce just to see what she feels about it. I know how she felt about Todd at the beginning and during the marriage, but seeing that he did not do Candy wrong like you thought he was gonna do. What are your thoughts now? Just curious from her. So we'll see.
Well, I'm glad that Mama Joyce has shut up. You know why? Because come on, the kids are involved. They got 2 young kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad she didn't say anything. And at the end of the day, this is me like not joking, being dead serious right now. Candy and Todd were said to have like a semi-open relationship.
Yes.
Listen, a marriage and a relationship is for 2 people.
2 and
not
2.
Not 3. Not 3. So, you know, I think they both probably contributed to the downfall of their relationship. But I also wasn't liking the way Todd, when they had their little YouTube channel, or Todd had his YouTube channel, he was talking to Candy sideways on that channel. And you know, I love Candy. So Todd, I hope he's out of the guest house, and I don't care where he living at. He go Uber to come get the kids and take them to school. As far as Go ahead, start this show up, Royaire, because we don't cut a fool.
All righty, people. We are here to recap Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 14, Med Gala Mishaps. Okay, remember yet again, we are live on both channels, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and Royaire's World. So please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to both of our channels, and leave your thoughts and opinions down below as we go through this episode. So Diva, of course, we start off with our favorite moments, our check-in moments with the doctors and the wives. We have Contessa. Now listen, I guess Contessa building is still ain't done because she out here doing appointments down in the Sprinter, okay? So she riding around the Sprinter, she doing her consultations with the people. We have Toya, who was meeting with Eugene. You know, she's headed upstairs to cook a little meal. She asked Eugene what he want. He said, whatever you cook. She said, well, chicken fingers and fries it is, okay? Eugene was not feeling the chicken fingers and fries. And then we have a moment with Heavily in the kitchen preparing something for Damon. You know, she tells him to go wash his hands. Damon said, I don't need you to tell me to wash my hands. But she said, I'll talk to you like Toya talked to her man. Go wash your damn hands. So That was their little moment right there. So anything on that before we move into Jackie and Simone?
Yes. I thought, how unsanitary is it to be driving in a Sprinter, giving medical treatments and shots and stuff? I thought gross and disgusting. And then you cover her eyes with this mask. I mean, and you put in the airplane pillow around her neck. And this girl sitting in this Sprinter talking about she down for anything. I was like, yuck for me. Yeah, giving patient infections.
Oh my gosh.
How dreadful. In the name of Dwight. Yeah, Raheem, it was very ghetto. I thought so too. And then you know what? They bought a whole building. Remember they bought a building?
Yes.
They was the first Black people in wherever they lived to buy a building.
Mm-hmm.
And you were supposed to be getting Dr. Eugene a room in that building for his patients. So you bought a building and you got to do shots and beauty treatments from a Sprinter? I was in shock. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Okay.
The medical board is just completely falling apart. Just do anything now. Anything.
You can do anything now. You know what, Royaire? Matter of fact, I need to just go ahead, go back, get my nurse practitioner's license, and just be giving random people Botox.
Tell the people to hop in the Hyundai.
Oh God! No, you know what, Royaire? I'm gonna have them sit in this chair. I'm gonna do it live in my kitchen.
Lean back a little bit.
And listen, Royaire, I could be wrong. I don't remember. Did she have gloves on?
I was just shocked that we was in the Sprinter doing any kind of doctorial work. So
I was like, what's going on here?
I said, the Atlanta Medical Board just let you do anything.
Yvonne saying there's medical vans in the South. But hold up now. That side of that Sprinter didn't say Dr. Contessa's medical treatment. That was a rented Sprinter. She didn't even gut it out to make it look like an office. Nah, you gotta miss me with the nonsense. That was a Sprinter on rental. And she's sitting up there shooting people up in the arm with whatever. Yeah, but anyway, listen. Toya and Eugene, and she said she's gonna start dinner. Toya is hilarious to me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, like Eugene said, he was built for her. So I bet you if she went up there and made some French fries and chicken fingers and brought it down to him, he ate it. Because that's what Eugene does. Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon. Heavenly's nasty work. Mm. And listen, I'm saying this respectfully. Dr. Damon is putting on the pounds. Mm. He's looking different. I'm going to need him to get on the treadmill.
I'm sorry.
You know, I don't do that to the people. Mm-hmm. But you a doctor, Dr. Damon. You gotta represent. How you want to Dr. Damon with my struggles and he in the struggle himself?
Look, he need to go see Dr. Jackie. Oh my God.
Good, but that's all I got for those scenes.
Hilarious. Okay. Well, yes. Interesting scenes. So we open up with Simone and Jackie. You know, the duo are back together, you know, which I love this scene, Diva, because, you know, we started off the show knowing, you know, Dr. Jackie and Simone being the, you know, dynamic duo of the show. So Simone, Jackie's outside, you know, getting ready to have lunch, and Simone pulls up. You know, Jackie shares, you know, she feels like sometimes going on vacation as a doctor is more of a punishment because sometimes you don't realize how much work you have until you come back and everything is piled up. Now, Diva, I'm so confused on why Jackie feels like she has so much work to do, because I thought she hired 2 doctors to kind of take over her practice. So, you know, and I thought she was supposed to be stepping back so that her and Curtis could have more time together. But I digress.
She did hire 2 doctors because they did the scrub line that they stole the idea from Angel. The idea and the design. Okay.
Okay. Simone, you know, she said that, you know, the couple's trip was a little different, you know, especially the portion, you know, where the couples kind of separated, the men with the men, the women with the women, and, you know, they had their little moment together. And so Simone says that she was trying to, you know, pry the information out of Cecil of what kind of went down when the men went to their own spaces. And so she was shocked to find out that, you know, apparently Curtis was passing off a little judgment on King and made some offensive comments in regards to King. So, you know, Jackie said she knew nothing about the conversation until they were at the airport, and, you know, Steve and Curtis were kind of talking about it. And so Jackie kind of tapped in and realized what Curtis had said. And, you know, she knows that it was completely wrong what he said. And so that she did reach out to Quad, you know, and apologized to Quad and said that they would talk more about it at the Med Gala. Now, Simone wanted to know how Jackie felt that Quad was going to take this, because we know that Quad can be a little bit unforgiving at times when it comes to people doing things to her in this friendship group. You know, Jackie said, well, hopefully we won't have to call on Jesus and have a prayer meeting pretty much. Hopefully things will run smoothly, because we see how things kind of went with you and Quad. And Jackie is not here for all of that smoke. You know, in other news, Jackie also shares, you know, she loves Toya, but Toya needs to do a lot better because she has just made a whole mess in regards to this Med Gala. When she got out of surgery, she had over 100 text messages between the ladies in the group chat in regards to what's going on with this Med Gala. You know, they both shared that they really have not heard any information from Toya. All that she has done is ask for money, you know, and put the ladies on hold basically until the day of the gala. So, you know, we're gonna see how things turn out with that whole situation. So, anything on that first scene, Diva, with Jackie and Simone?
You know, it's a shame that these 2 friendship was broken up by Dr. Heavenly. I'm blaming the entire demise of Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone's friendship on Dr. Heavenly. Okay. These are diva thoughts, okay? So that scene to me, I love these 2 together. These 2 came up in the ranks in medical school, studying together and delivering every black baby in Atlanta.
In an area where black women being doctors was not a big thing, Diva. Also,
that part. Darn near every black baby in Atlanta, either Dr. Jackie or Dr. Simone delivered that baby. They're a big deal. And I think it goes under the radar how big of a deal these 2 are. And then you had Dr. Heavenly come in the mix and blow those 2 up. So that scene was precious to me. Dr. Jackie, now I understand why her and Curtis are so good together. They're good together, Royaire. Why? Because Curtis' mouth is just as reckless as Dr. Jackie's.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Jackie said something about Brandy's thyroid when she first rolled up on Brandy. Okay, I think it was episode 1 or something like that. You know, Curtis now blabbermouth talking about they was out of order, and Dr. Jackie had to tell him, listen, we couldn't have no baby, so was we out of order? And her calling Quad to apologize. Let me tell you the only reason why Quad didn't make this a big deal, and you know, because you know usually Quad does, and she holds a grudge, because Quad is on her last thread and being on Married to Medicine, and she ain't got no husband.
Yep.
So now she's gonna kiss the girl's butt. I'm giving y'all my all. I'm giving y'all everything. Yeah, she's gonna accept Dr. Jackie's apology. So I love the scene. I was here for it. And I'm truly, truly going to miss those two as friends. Now, when they talked about how, you know, Toya didn't have Brandy, Angel, and Mimi as the original founders or whatever the case may be, you know, Toya is Toya. That's all I got to say.
You know, the only thing that I will combat in what you were saying in regards to Heavenly being the fault, I do feel that Heavenly played a part in it, but I think Jackie did as well. Because if you were really that close to Simone, you would let nothing come between your friendship with you and her. So just as much as responsibility that is on Heavenly, I put it on Jackie as well. Because Diva, I can say confidently between the two of us, nobody could come in between us and break us up. Nobody's going to be able to come in from the outside and be like, ooh, Diva, or ooh, Royaire. Let me tell, like, no.
No, you know what, you know, and you know I know how to roll it back the footage when I had to, and I agree with you on that. Because, honey, if the people knew, honey, the people been trying to drop bombs in between us for years.
But
we're still here. We good. We see each other.
We see each other. And Diva, hopefully we'll be back next season, okay?
Fingers crossed. You know what though? What's her name? Stacey?
Yes.
Stacey, she knew she rocked the heck out of her performance. She knew she was coming back. Matter of fact, Stacey probably got her contract before the rest of them.
That's why she was confidently saying.
Woo, Stacey is work. She's reality TV gold.
Yes. But yes, love this scene between the two of them. You know, in regards to not adding the new ladies on as founding members, I was kind of okay with that in my personal opinion. Right. We have had this foundation of Heavenly, Quad, Simone, Jackie, and Toya, and Contessa for the past, at least 5 years at least. And we've only been doing the Med Gala for 3 years. So I feel rightfully so. They are founding members of the Med Gala. To bring on individuals who are not even full castmates on the show yet, other than Mimi, you know, to me, it's a little bit ridiculous. And then Mimi said, as well as her husband, that they were not going to be participating in this event. But we'll deal with that a little bit later on in the show. But you know, could Toya have been a bit more had a bit more humility? Maybe so. But I also look at it from the standpoint of y'all have beat Toya up for the past 12 years about she don't do nothing and she stay at home and she's just a wife and da. So I understand her having to or desiring to prove something to the ladies that she's just as much as a businesswoman as everybody else. So that's kind of where I feel with that. You know, this episode, Diva, I'll say this before we go into our next scene. This episode really solidified Toya for me. Like, I've always kind of been on an up and rocky down situation when it comes to Toya, but this season, this last episode, this scene, specifically the Med Gala scene in this episode, it just really tied me in with Toya and Eugene as a couple, and Toya as a friend on the show, like to the other ladies. I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like Toya a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, on to our next scene. We have this next scene with Stevie and Mimi. Mimi's in the kitchen cooking. She said it's an uncomfortable place for her. That's not normally what she does. Normally she's in the office making money, doing her thing. She's making spaghetti. She asked Steve, "Do you put sugar in spaghetti?" He's like, "Sugar in spaghetti? What is that about?" So they have their little moment. They share that Mimi plans to be cooking more once they move into their new house. They're building a 5-bedroom, 8,500 square feet home from the ground up. This is their dream home. So that's what they're doing with that. And then Mimi feels, that they should keep Stevie in the same school that he's currently in. He's now in speech therapy. He's doing a lot better. He can go to the store. He can't go to the store and go down the tour. He can go to the store and go down the tour aisle without having a fit or a fallout. They would also like him to start playing in organized sports, and they feel like that will be a really good help for him as well. Share your thoughts as you would like.
Mimi is miserable. She said, in my opinion. Mimi doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she don't know how to cook. She's sitting there trying to make spaghetti. I'm doing what wifeys do, but I'm gonna cook more when we get in our new kitchen with 5-bedroom, 8,500 square feet.
Not 60 days.
Okay, wait here. Not to leave for 60 days. First of all, as a therapist, let me tell you this for you. A long time ago, maybe like when I was born and the people born before me or whatever, the people didn't know they didn't have much help in many programs for people that had like disabilities or people that was autistic. They didn't know what to do with, the individuals. But Mimi is young. Is Mimi in her 30s or 40s?
Either late 30s, early 40s.
Right, she's young. There's been help for the autistic children by the time Mimi had Stevie. And not only that, like that's why I told y'all, and I was joking, but I'm serious. She needs to crack open the books again.
Mm-hmm.
You a whole therapist, and y'all just now getting Stevie into speech therapy? I've been looking at the screen and saying to myself, I hope she's just doing this for the show because she can't be serious. What is Stevie? He looking like he's 7 or 8?
I think he's 6 or 7, somewhere around there.
It just now dawned on you that y'all should put him in some type of therapy. Because when did she say he was diagnosed? He was diagnosed young. She said it in the confession.
2.
Yeah, but I can't deal with her sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's too much.
Yeah.
And I'm saying he was diagnosed at 2. He about to be 8 or however old Stevie gonna be, and you just now put him into therapy in 2 days in therapy, and now he could go to the supermarket and not ask for a toy. I want to go. I want to go to that therapy. Because that therapist is the bomb.
Yes.
He just got into therapy, and now it's a miracle. He can walk down the aisle, not want a toy. He's talking. We about to put him in a organized sports.
Mm.
When you got him on the screen, he was beating the sister down. Now, 2 therapy sessions later, and all is well. They play too much. And I don't like the way they're playing around with this particular situation, because there's a lot of people out there that have the autistic kids, and we watching her.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm just trying to tell you. I'm sick of her. And I'm 50 Gold speech therapy can definitely start before a formal diagnosis. So my son was born premature. He was born 4 weeks early. He was born in July. He was supposed to be born in August. And at first, he wasn't talking nothing, right? And the therapist told us, you know what she said? That's because, he's my only child. And so the therapist said, he don't need to talk because everything, y'all doing everything for him. He would point, I'd be like, what you want? Juice, milk, cookie, what you want? She said, stop doing everything for him, and then maybe he'll start talking. But he was in a speech therapy early. So I feel like they played in our face. And then, in the confessional, this is when I was done with them. In the confessional, he said, you're everything our family needs. You're everything I need. You are enough for us. He said, we love you. And then she starts to crying. That's what I need.
I said, and the dramatic scene goes to Steve and Mimi. Like, what are we doing? Like,
child.
Yeah.
Child. Hallmark moment. Child. I couldn't with them. I was like, can somebody get them off our screen?
Yeah. A lot of people have testimonies in the chat saying that some of their family members have children that have autism, and they have experienced, having to go to therapy at early ages. I see somebody that said 3, somebody said 4, somebody said their child was a toddler, their nephew was a toddler. So, I don't know.
They got early intervention programs now. Ask any teacher on the face of this earth. But Mimi's a therapist. She didn't call up one of her fellow therapists and say, hey, my son is diagnosed with this, that, and the other. Listen, in the hospital, because I did peds, all the nurses told me, get the kid into therapy and take him down the hall and here, there, and everywhere. And you got to get their ears checked because they want to make sure first that they can really hear. Maybe that's why they're not talking. So Mimi got to miss me with the nonsense. Her name is Dr. Mimi. Go ahead, Roy. I can't take them.
Dr. Mimi, the therapist.
You almost made me spit out my tea.
So, yeah, I just feel like, and a couple of people have said this in the chat too, and I want to say I've said this throughout, at some point throughout our season. I really think that Mimi and Steve are not truly being their authentic selves on this camera. I feel like you came, your son just happened to have this disability. Y'all said we could talk about this. This will be our moment of the season. We'll gain sympathy from the people. And you got me at first. I was with y'all at first. But to have carried this throughout, 14 weeks of a show, it was just, there had to be something else to talk about. There had to be. But I am glad that Stevie is doing better. I am glad that he has a better relationship with his sister, and that things are looking up for them. So we may be late, Diva, but they getting on track. They getting on track.
2 therapy sessions and it's a miracle. But go ahead.
Okay. So we have our next scene with Eugene. Eugene has a new office. Okay. Yeah. You know, we went from the one room storage closet with the potions and all, you know, to now this wonderful office space that is only 20 minutes away from the house, Diva. We ain't even got to drive cross country to get to job, okay? We can drive down the street 20 minutes. So Toya is excited about that. He can come into the office and come home. So hopefully that'll be more time with him in the house. You know, Toya was also very nitpicky with Eugene, you know, as they're moving stuff in. The boys are helping them move in stuff. You know, she's a little nitpicky with the boys. They got her doctor's appointment. And so Eugene said, listen, Eugene was picking at his face. She says, Eugene, stop picking at your face. Just stop. And so Eugene is like, you're a little on edge today. What's going on? And Toya says, you know, she explains that she's been fighting with the ladies since 7 a.m. that morning, trying to get things together with the Med Gala. It has not been an easy experience for her. We then have a little moment with Heavenly and Mimi, who are on the phone, and they're discussing, you know, how they are just not pleased with the way things have gone. Heavenly said that she feels like Toya is being difficult. Mimi said it has a lot to do with what was going on in the group chat. And so the lady said that Toya is not giving any details. She just asks for money from everybody, and, you know, she'll let them know what's going to happen with everything pretty much when she's ready. You know, Mimi says, well, you collecting money. This is supposed to be a 501c3. Y'all supposed to be having board meetings and a budget and voting members and all of this stuff. You know, girl, you're just becoming a part of this. And if you knew all of this, if you have this information, don't you think that you should be kind enough to go to Toya and help her out, you know, by giving her this information? But because you have pretty much screwed her over throughout the whole season, trying to stand up for Heavenly, you have built there is no structure with you and Toya. Y'all don't have no type of foundation because you have taken one side to a situation that, in my opinion, you really don't know about. You don't know what is going on between Toya and Heavenly and Simone in these last couple of years of the show. And for you to come in with this one-sided opinion, blaming people who, in my opinion, they have a part to be blamed for, but they're not fully to be blamed for the situations that they are in with Heavenly. Like, come on. So, you know, they said that they just gonna take it for what it is and move on, and they'll see each other at the gala. We bounce back to Toya, Eugene. Toya feels that she's been trying to give updates even when they met down at the trip in Jamaica. You know, she was met with disrespect, people cussing her down and talking down to her. So she just didn't give any responses. Toya, she said she informed the ladies that any money that was collected from the tickets, that will be put towards the actual scholarship, because this is a scholarship that they will be giving out to medical students who are trying to get through medical school. So any money collected from the tickets will be a scholarship. And so no one has stepped up, including Mimi. And as Toya said, Mimi mentioned that she helped put together and build a foundation, and, you know, it's all set up now. And Toya said you would think that she would have reached out to give that help, but obviously she did not. Heavenly and Mimi have an issue with the leadership, you know, in regards to Toya being in charge. Eugene hopes that the people that did not support, that they just don't show up. If you didn't buy a ticket, you don't need to come in, okay? And Toya said that she is so stressed that she might actually slap somebody at the Med Gala, okay? So I know that was a lot, Diva. We talked about Eugene in his new office, Heavenly and Mimi on the phone, and then Toya and Eugene in regards to the Met Gala situation.
You know, yeah. So I'll start with Mimi and Heavenly. You know, because Mimi's in the scene, I'm just like, whatever. Mm-hmm. You got all of this knowledge about how to run a charity corporation, but again, you didn't know that you needed to take Stevie to counseling before he turned 10. So I was sitting there like, girl, bye. Do y'all have a scholarship person? Do y'all have this? Do y'all have that? Girl, if you care about the people and you care about the medical community and you care about the next person of color coming up and becoming a doctor, regardless about how you feel about Toya, because Toya is what? A percentage of the core group for this whole thing. If you like Dr. Jackie, and we're going to find out later that they was a Dr. Jackie guest and was going to be part of her table, forget about the nonsense of Toya running this one. You would have said, Dr. Jackie, here go all of my tips on how you should run this gala. Pass it on to Toya if she wants, if she needs it. And if you need me to help you know how to set up XYZ, that's what you should have did. As for Heavenly to be one of the founding members, she should have said, girl, if you know all of that, come to my house. Let's write up a whole plan, and then we'll pass it along to the other members. Toya is one of the members. She's not the whole Med Gala. This is the Dr. Jackie thing. And that's why if Dr. Heavenly was truly Dr. Jackie's friend, she would have made sure that thing was successful regardless of Toya. Yeah. But no, you sitting on the phone with a kiki and a ha-ha, okay, with Mimi.
Yeah.
And Mimi is straight messy, okay? You know, so now let me see. Where am I at? Where we at? Wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
Moving
okay, Toya, Eugene, and the kids in the office. I thought it was a really cute scene. I love this scene. I thought it was really cute. I'm glad he has an office, and I'm glad the office is 20 minutes from the house. So hopefully now he don't have to stay in hotels, extended stay facilities. He doesn't have to work 900 hours. Mm-hmm. He can go 20 minutes down the block, you know, to his own office that has a lot of space and bathrooms and a sink and stuff for him to wash his hands and do his job. Now, I like what Dr. Eugene said. Hopefully the people that are hating don't come. And he said no ticket, no entry. I said, ooh. That's that.
Period.
Okay. Okay. And did I catch all the scenes? Is there something else you want me to talk about?
No, that was it pretty much from those two scenes. Yeah, I agree with Eugene. Listen, this is a charity fund. You buy a ticket or you don't come in, period. And hopefully you'll stay home if you don't. So we had another moving scene, in my opinion, Diva, from the Whitmore family. Simone, Cecil, Miles, and Michael. Okay. Now, as we all know, earlier this season, for those who have been following the show, we had a rough Whitmore family scene at the beginning of this season. Okay.
You know, the dinner scene, honey, the dinner scene.
Tensions were high. Emotions were elevated.
Elevated. Come on, you better talk.
Off the wall.
Off the wall, okay? You better talk. You better talk.
So, you know, of course, we have to have a reuniting of the family, okay? Because in all honesty, Simone and Cecil, in my opinion, they are the core of family when it comes to Married to Medicine.
Yes, yes.
They love their children. Yes. They love each other. Yes. And they're going to make sure that they stick together no matter what, okay? And Diva, I'll say that that's even more evident to me because this season they all went live together on Instagram as a family and they defended one another in their fight and argument, you know, and they cover and protected one another. And that's what family does, okay? So shout out to the Whitmore family because a family that prays together stays together.
Amen.
So Cecil is in the kitchen cooking like he always do, okay? He is, you know, preparing a meal for the family. The boys come over for dinner. Miles said, you know, he was nervous about this sit down because of the last time, you know, things just went off the walls. It was just a haywire dinner. So he said he's going to sit in a different chair this time because he want to mix it up, okay? And so Simone said, well, she'll join him in sitting in another seat as well. You know, she also promised that she was not going to fly off the hinges. You know, everything's going to be good. This dinner is going to be a positive, productive dinner. Simone also shared that, you know, her and Cecil talked about how unpleasant the last dinner was as a family. Simone felt that she owed Michael an apology for saying that she was done with him, but she felt disrespected by Michael, and that is why a lot of, you know, the scene happened the way that it did. And she did not feel the support also of her husband, Cecil, during that scene either. You know, Michael then did also apologize to his mother, you know, for cursing and for disrespecting her and for cursing in his disrespectful tone towards her in that conversation. We also see that Cecil also apologized as well, for not sticking up for Simone as a husband, during that argument. He does admit that he's their father, but he's her husband first. Showing a real marriage. Thank you, Mo. Showing a real marriage, yes. That's Cecil apologized for not sticking up as a husband. Michael shares that he wants to be able to take care of his parents, that he wants to be able to show them things that they've never seen before, and that he feels that it is his and Michael's responsible to step up, and lock down and get things together so that they can do for their parents, exceeding abundantly beyond what their parents did for them. And I thought that was just a beautiful moment between them, Diva. Miles says that, he's going to step up and he's going to do more. And so the family gave a nice little hug to their mom. The boys hugged their mom. He said, give me some sugar. I love Michael and, his just relationship with Simone and his parents, and Miles, his just sweet manner, mild manner attitude with his parents. It was just a lovely scene, Diva. A great way to bring the Whitmores back together after such a tough season of filming. So I really enjoyed this moment. I'm super proud of them. I say my stuff about Cecil and Simone, them needing not to be together and things like that. But I think that they are a wonderful example of what it looks like to fight every single day. What did Cecil say to us on the last episode? That him and Simone are always a working progress. And it shows that their family is a working progress in staying together and sticking it out.
I enjoy them as a couple. I enjoy them as a family. And listen, Michael was a firecracker. If you got more than one kid, you always going to have a mixture in the kids. And Michael, that firecracker, and he sat there and gave that whole speech, and Miles just listened. Okay, Miles is the quiet one. He gave the whole speech that I ain't trying to do this to you, Mom. I want to be able to make money and show you things you ain't never seen. I said, well, go ahead with your Martin Luther King speech to your mother, okay? Talk about and come on, Cecil. Cecil always going to take up for the boys. Because in the confessional, he's going to talk about, Michael is that one. He always going to find a way. He'll work 2 jobs if he have to. And you know what? I was here for the shenanigans, but in my head, I was like, lies. If that was the case, Simone wouldn't have had to been going off about a $60,000 credit card bill because he would have worked 17 jobs to pay it off.
Well,
but I digress. Y'all wanted to end the season with a nice dinner scene showing that you're all reconciled. And if everybody else playing games is Meanie's talking about how speech therapy helped Stevie in 2 sessions.
If they could play, why not everybody else?
Why not everybody else? So I was here for the Cecil, Dr. Simone, a redo dinner. Okay. And I was here for the hugs at the end. And at the end of the day, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I think all of us, it has nothing to do with money. I think all of us, the mothers and fathers out here, and I'm not talking about the ones that are being beaten their kids and all that. I think all of us spoil our kids in our own way.
Yeah, for sure.
I be telling my son, no, you ain't getting a new iPhone. And then his birthday come around, I'm like, come on, let's go get your phone. So I could relate. We all do it. And then you have your moments where you thinking, dude, I done did this for you, that for you, that for you. You ain't even saying thank you. And you black out. And then 5 minutes later, everybody's good.
Look, you want to go get some pizza for dinner?
He'd be like, Mom, I love you, Mom. And I'd be like, I love you. Okay. So we all do it. So the Simone scene was relatable to me because all of these kids, they do too much. They think we Beyonce and Jay-Z. And you have to tell us sometimes, calm down. No, you could get a car, but you can't get a Benz. Like, what the heck? So we all do it. We all do it. But you know what? I was here for Michael, with the buttering up, because he gonna take his mother places she ain't never been when he gets a job.
Look, Monique said she had an episode last week and now they went to Broadway. That's how it be, girl.
No. Listen, I do it too. That's why I know. Yeah.
That's how it be.
Ciao.
Listen, but yeah, such a beautiful moment. I loved it. Like I said, I think, and someone said it in the chat just a few minutes ago, Cecil, Simone, and Toya and Eugene, they are really the staple of family and foundation in this Married to Medicine world, if you may. So beautiful moment, beautiful scene, and it was glad to see them come back together. So we hop into the Med Gala, one of our final scenes of the night. Okay, so Toya shows up, to the venue. She's checking it out. She's loving it. First of all, let me say, very spacious. I love the space of the venue that they chose. I love, she did the theme of the venue was wearable art. Excuse me. And so they had artwork at the show. Diva, I love the black art that was put on display for the actual show. Beautiful paintings, beautiful pieces, very nice room. It seemed like it had a really nice setup with the tables. Things were just really coming together for this Med Gala that Toya has put together. Now we get a small little scene from Contessa. She's getting ready with her husband, Scott. And so Contessa, she's got on this beautiful red dress, Diva, that unfortunately is a little too tight. And a little too revealing for this event. And Scott, is a little worried that she may have a nip slip, during this event. So he's like, I'm not sure about this. Contessa also addresses, shares that Toya did not disclose the location until 48 hours before the event, okay? And so she is a little nervous and worried about how things are going to go. We bounce back to Toya and Eugene for a moment. Toya gave herself a pat on the back that everything came out pretty good, and she has raised the $10,000 that she needs in order to give the 2 scholarships to the 2 medical students that will be receiving the recipients. They have a little photo area where people can take pictures. The core, Jackie, Heavenly, Simone, Contessa, Toya, and Quad, they paid $250 each for the actual event to come together. And then Angel and Brandy brought tickets in order to come to the event. And then Toya shares with us that Stevie and Mimi did nothing, okay? Toya told Eugene that, she almost was tempted to invite Phaedra to come to the event, but, Phaedra is no longer a part of the group or whatever, so she did not do that. And then I'll do this one last scene and then we could talk about it. We then bounce back to Contessa and Scott. Contessa said that, Toya wanted everybody's money. She didn't want to ask for any help. She didn't want any suggestions. She just wanted people to pay their money, and she was going to do her thing. And she said she wanted it stamped on the event that this was going to be the TBH Productions, okay? And she didn't want nobody to help her. And then, Scott seen that Contessa had a little nip slip moment. So he was like, no, you can't wear that, baby. That's not going to work out. So that was those small little scenes with Toya coming to the Met Gala, her and Eugene talking, and then Contessa and Scott talking.
So Toya, I hands down, that place was beautiful.
Yes.
The black art was amazing. The whole idea was a good idea. But one thing you could say about Toya is she definitely has taste and she knows how to throw a party. So that's a point blank in a period. Contessa, the body, listen, my dream body is Contessa and Dr. Jackie. These two. Now, remember Contessa that year that her and Scott was going through it. That's when Contessa was trying to do that bodybuilding and all that. But she has stuck with this fitness thing, and she looks absolutely amazing. The dress was very risque, but I will say this. I loved her hairstyle with that dress on. I loved her look better with that dress on, even though it was risque, than the one she ended up coming in. That wig she ended up wearing to come in. I thought she looked better before.
Yes.
I thought that was artwork. If you really want to think about it, what
Mhm.
she had on, even though I know she probably wouldn't have survived because Scott was saying, "Yo, you showing stuff."
Mhm.
I think that was artwork to me, and she looked better just aesthetically. Face was beautiful, wig was beautiful, but anyway. Them talking about the ticket sales and talking about the whole venue and how only 48 hours before they found out about it. Whatever. No man, Diva, both Jackie and Contessa breastplate area looks bad. But both of them, Nikki, dealt with breast cancer scares. Dr. Jackie actually had breast cancer twice. She survived.
Yes.
And Dr. Contessa
He had a double mastectomy, right? As well.
a double mastectomy. So although I do think, Contessa's needs to be placed a little better, all I can say is I still feel hands down those two got bodies. And you got to think, Dr. Jackie is in her 60s.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I called several people, trainers, and said, y'all got to help me out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I need to be looking like that. Okay. But anyway, I digress. But I love the two scenes. And Contessa, I want to say it was in Contessa's talk where they showed that the core group, or it was Contessa or Toya, whatever, the core group gave $2,500 each.
Mm-hmm.
It was Jackie, Heavenly, Toya, Simone, Contessa, and Quad. They gave $2,500 each, and that took care of the venue. Now they said the newbies, Brandy and Angel, they purchased tickets, and Mimi and Steve did nothing. And the reason why Toya almost invited Phaedra, because she know Phaedra ain't got no problem writing a check.
Okay.
She said, remember Phaedra said, I ain't gonna let these bees tell me what I can and cannot do. She gave her check.
And there you go. I was trying to look for some of the looks from this year at the Med Gala.
I mean, it wasn't, you know what, when you get there, I'm gonna be honest with you, Royaire, Dr. Simone shocked me. She looked absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous. Oh my God. She was honestly, between her and Brandy, they were my two favorite looks of the night.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Brandy was, yeah. It was okay. It was okay. But hands down, Simone shocked me. She looked amazing. From head to toe, makeup, dress, everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. Hold on one second. Here we go. Share, add. Hold on. Add to. Okay. So here's Jackie and Curtis.
The theme was living art.
So Jackie and Curtis is there.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Let me get so that was an F for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'll give them higher than the F, but because Toya didn't even really do a slam dunk on her dress either.
Wasn't not a favorite
on her face that didn't really match the dress. I don't know.
Let's see.
Now she killed it. She did that. Her and Cecil did that. No, she looked good. I thought she looked really good.
I really enjoyed their I thought they were super cute looking couple. Let me see if this is going to give me more looks. Sorry, y'all. No, this is not the same Met Gala. Okay, no. So I'll talk about the next scene, and then as you're talking.
But why are you not following Dr. Jackie?
What happened?
It looks like you're not following Dr. Jackie.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
This is my Royaire's World channel, so I don't, on my Instagram,
Oh,
so I don't, because I don't use it like that.
okay.
Yeah. Not you trying to clock my tea.
Emmanuel, what's the name of the site? I'll pull it up. What's the name of the site, Emmanuel?
Yes, please. Yes. Okay, so I'll move on to the next scene, Diva, as you're pulling that up. Okay. So all the ladies arrived to the Med Gala event, or they're on the way to the Med Gala event. We have Curtis and Jackie who are arriving first. Curtis feels that there might be some fireworks tonight at the event. Jackie said that she's nervous. About she's always nervous about the Met Gala, and Curtis said, yeah, of course, it's because your name is attached to it. And she said, yeah, Toya has taken this, like, taken on the Met Gala, like a bull with horns, and taking the Met Gala bull by the horns, and so she's handling and holding it down, so she's excited to see what'll happen. We have a moment with Steve and Mimi in the car. Steve asked how Mimi was feeling. Mimi says she's okay. They chose to make Toya the chairperson. That takes a lot of skills, in order to do the job. Steve said, well, that takes leadership. Mimi said, well, who does she lead? Stevie said Eugene. And so they had a little shady moment with them too. So that was their little moment together. And then we had everyone showing up to the event. So anything on that, Diva, with their little car scenes? It wasn't really too much.
Nah, not really. Let me see. Yeah,
I didn't care for Stevie and Mimi's little mean girl moment. Like,
yeah.
I'm falling more and more out of like with them the more that I watch. And based on this reunion, I'm not gonna like them some more.
Honey. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'm not feeling them. But Emmanuel, tell me the name of the website, or send it to me on Instagram.
Please, we would like to see. So Jackie, let's see. Jackie was very impressed when she got to the event. She walks in, she said that she sees people in their checkbooks, and so she's feeling good about how everything has turned out. Simone comes in with her beautiful dress. She loves the venue. She loves the work of art, and she said that her money has been put to good use, that she wrote on a blank check. Even Mimi was impressed when she came in, but Mimi and Steve were stopped at the door. Okay. They said their names, and so they said, well, did you buy a ticket? Do you have the QR code? And so, they said, no, we're here with, Dr. Jackie Walters. We're one of her special guests. And so she said, well, hold on. We'll have to check about that. So they had to wait at the door, okay? The planner went to go check with Eugene, and so they brought Eugene over. Eugene came over, and he said, hey, y'all, listen, you're going to buy a ticket? It's $150, to get in the building. And so Steve said, well, aren't you aware that we gave $5,000 last year? And the words of the year, Diva, yesterday's price is not today's price. I said, clock that tea. Okay, get him, Eugene. Let him know.
Eugene was turned up this season.
You hear me? Turn up. Eugene said yesterday's price is not today's price, my brother. So it's $150, or you could turn around pretty much. So as they're kind of working that out, Heavenly and Damon then come in. We have Brandy and Shamar. They came in. This Simone asked Toya if she's seen Heavenly. Toya said that Heavenly come flying in her broomstick. I haven't seen her. Heavenly was passing around chicken wings. Talking about this is what they money paid for, here's the chicken wings, eat her chicken wings that she paid for. And then Quad shows up with a friend as King is on his way from a wedding. So Mimi did step over to the side with the party planner, it looks like, to pay for their ticket, and so they did get into the party. So anything on the people arriving, Diva?
I was here for the arrival scenes, 100%, right? And listen, Simone told Toya she did a good job. I think everybody looked okay. I think who stood out to me was Dr. Simone in that yellow dress. And
Yes.
Cecil coming with his yellow bow tie. I thought they looked the best to me. I
Agreed.
thought Toya as the whole, she could have did better. The flowers on her face and it kind of not blended with her dress. The
Yeah.
flowers look pink and the dress looked red to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Toya, and the dress didn't even really compliment to me who Toya was, right? Heavenly and Damon. Damon, I'm sorry. And again, I'm not trying to be mean here. He's just looking sloppy, like he doesn't care.
Yeah.
I feel like Damon, and I get it, right? Because they probably going through a lot, with their one son or whatever the case may be. Well, then, and this is not even a joking way. Maybe Damon needs to go to therapy because even when he was at the couples trip, and he said he could just pretty much bust somebody up because that's where he's at right now. Well, that's not good, and he should know that as a doctor. So, and I just feel like overall his appearance and everything is showing that they going through a lot. You understand what I'm trying to say? So Brandy and her husband doesn't seem to talk that much. Maybe, if they get their contract for next season, maybe we'll hear more from her husband, and maybe the next couple trips they can spend more than 30 minutes there. Contessa and Scott, Contessa coming with the picture frame because work, living art. It was cute. But like I said, the wig wasn't wigging. The dress wasn't dressing. I felt she looked better with the previous outfit that she decided not to wear, right? Yeah. Quad showing up with Ronald. Who is he?
I didn't even know his name. So.
Who is this man, Harpo? Who is Ronald? And where is King? King is work. I'm telling you, Royaire, in my opinion, if I knew me and King was falling out, I would have told King, don't come to the Med Gala, stay home. Or stay at your friend's wedding. I'll just tell them, listen, they made plenty of excuses for Curtis when Curtis never wanted to show up and Curtis was a whole husband. They can make an excuse for King. King is at a friend's wedding. He ain't going to be here tonight. This is Ronald. That's what I would have said. But she told the people King is on his way because he's at a friend's wedding. Eugene talking to Mimi and Mimi and Stevie about these non-tickets. Child, I was here for every second of it.
So that's my next scene. So hold on before you jump into
that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's the Met Gala website.
Oh, okay. Oh, the original Met Gala. Oh, shucks. Child. Oh, they got a mission?
Okay.
Come on out to the mission.
The original Met Gala Inc. was founded by the Foundation of Core Collective, which is comprised of Dr. Jackie Walters, Toya Bush Harris, Dr. Simone Whitmore, Dr. Heavenly Kimes, Contessa Metcalf, Quad Webb. Our mission is to empower, uplift minority students pursuing career in medicine. Okay. Reorganizing the importance of community membership and representation. We extended our efforts by partnering with inspired ladies of Married to Medicine to help sustain and grow our initiatives. Our mission is to provide mentorship, resources, and financial support in minority medical students, fostering a diverse and inclusive healthcare workspace. Through our collective efforts, we aim to give back, to understand communities, and to nurture the next generation of compassionate, cultural, complement medical professionals. Okay.
This is beautiful. No, you know what, Royaire? 100%, 10 toes down.
Yes.
They got the website up. Now listen, they are raising the bar here because I see something about scholarship awards, 10,000, 5,000, and 2,500. So this year they gave 2 5,000 ones, and next year they about to give a 10,000, a 5,000, and 2,500. They doing the darn thing. I love this. I appreciate it. I'm here for it. And they got the original founding members. Sorry, Angel, Brandy, and Dr. Mimi. Because we don't know where y'all stand in this process, but these ladies been together 10 toes down for at least a decade. So these are the original.
Okay.
Now that's shady right there.
Now get into it.
The original Med Gala. Peep that.
Oh my goodness.
So wait, they said Saturday, August 9th in Sandy Springs. Is that going to be the upcoming one? The one for next season? Or was that this season's?
I'm not sure. They don't have a year on here. So.
Registration is closed. It probably was this year's, the 2025 one. Okay.
Well, yes.
No, that was the 2025 one. I clicked in it. It was from 7 to 10. They have a whole address on there. Oh, yeah. And it says the tickets is $150. Sale ended. So no, I'm sorry, Mimi and Stevie. Y'all should have paid the ticket price.
It's right here. It's on the website.
Know what? We gotta stay posted to the site. Maybe next year we could go, Royaire.
I'm here for it. Okay. You let me know, boo.
As long as they keep the ticket price at $150.
Okay. Listen, I'm all for helping the people, but I gotta help myself first.
we gonna be at the Met Gala. Boom.
Listen, all right.
So, Met Gala. You know what the Met? Well, thank you for sending us that site. I'm super excited now.
Yes.
The Met Gala. Because where are they at? They in Atlanta, boy?
Atlanta.
Okay, that's not too far for me.
Yeah, it's 4 hours from me, so.
Yeah. Okay.
All righty. And actually, Dr. Heavily sent me the information for it this year when they did it for the Met Gala. She sent me the information to buy a ticket or whatever. Okay. But yeah. So we have the next moment with Stevie and Eugene.
Y'all talk about us. Now this is not stop by a drive-through before you go.
We gotta go to McDonald's.
You're wrong. You stop. I can't. Oh shit. That was fresh. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we have a moment with Steve and Eugene. Because Steve is in his feelings as a man. Okay, so Steve pulls Eugene to the side and shared how he didn't like how the interest situation went down. Eugene felt that Toya tried to communicate at the couples trip how things were going down. But the leadership didn't allow Toya to really explain and get through what was going on. Steve felt that the lack of communication wasn't cool and he was being singled out, and they were being singled out. Toya stepped in and said, you were singled out. And Steve said, yes, we were singled out. Toya said, well, it wasn't cool that you all didn't support the cause because I met with your wife and I told her that the tickets, were $150 and what was going on. And she said that we were not in this. We will not be involved. Steve said, instead of, complaining about, or instead of, giving the $300, I was going to come in and buy in some art that was more than $300. But if that's how y'all want to do things, then it is what it is. We'll give you the $300. Toya said nobody came through the door without buying a ticket. Mimi said she heard otherwise. Toya said everybody paid for a ticket, including Brandy. Okay, so she paid for her ticket today before she came to the event. And so that was kind of their back and forth between them. Here was my thing, Diva. Steve and Mimi, if y'all knew that y'all were coming to a charity event, you shouldn't have based your charitable givings based off of what the host did. If you were really going to give, as you say that you were going to give 25,000, all of this extra money, where was the check? Where was the money? You can still buy buyable art as you are here tonight at the event. So what was the issue? Y'all complaining about $300, and as Toya said in the confessional, I normally don't address the confessionals, but I'm gonna address it this time. You wear Louis Vuitton on a regular $5,000 and more, okay? So you was complaining about a little $300 that you had to pay to be able to come into the event that was for charity? Go away from me with this, Apollo, please.
Please, and thank you.
Mess, just messy. I couldn't believe that Steven even took the moment to address that at the Med Gala when we are here to be charitable to students who are trying to do what your wife does, be in the medical field, sir. And if you got all of this money, give it. What are we talking about? Just a bunch of foolishness, Diva. You know, event halfway through, and so once he comes in, he greets Quad with a little half hug. Hey, how you doing? You know, Quad says, hey, honey, you look good. She's giving him a nice little strong hug. I mean, you can tell that King is completely tapped out of this relationship, Diva. He's no longer here. You know, Curtis pulls King and Quad to the side and he apologized. He says that he apologized if he offended them with anything that he said on the couples trip. That, you know, he's their favorite couple. Him and Quad have been rocking it for a long time, and he would hate to offend them at all. And so Jackie said, well, we don't want to say if we offended because we did. So we want to say we're sorry. And we apologize. King said he felt attacked. Curtis said it wasn't an attack. It was just his beliefs. Quad said, we accept your apology. It's all good. And so Jackie said, thank you for giving us grace. So that was the moment between them. You know, Simone pulled Toya to the side and told her how proud she was of her. It was a great event. Don't charge nobody else at the door, okay? Just let the people come in that's on the cast. Let that wall down, you know. Be you, girl. I know you can do it. Jackie was ready to give out the scholarship. Toya presented the 2 scholarships to 2 young ladies. They both got $5,000 each. They thanked everybody for getting the scholarships. Toya thanked, everybody for coming. She thanked the founders, the core collective, for helping her put this event together. And then, of course, Heavenly had to have some words to say. Everybody was nervous and shaken. But Heavenly did say, we put a lot on Toya and we gave Toya a hard time, but this turned out to be a great event. It was a great moment, and we are proud of Toya. She picked 2 great recipients to receive this scholarship, and so she was very pleased. Eugene gave Toya flowers at the end of the event. Mimi admitted that everything turned out great. Miles came over and said to Simone, I see you didn't talk to somebody tonight. She was like, yes, I'm not effing with that B. She know what's up, okay? Heavily tried to squiggle on over there and dance with Cecil. She asked Simone, can I dance with Cecil? You can dance with my man. So they just kind of danced the night away. And things between King and Quad were not good because King said he didn't want to dance with Quad, okay? So she said, I'll find a new man. And she went on about her night. So, and the ladies danced the night away, Diva. So that was the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with you. If Stevie Hart was right, he would have given the students $5,000 each at the presentation. He would have that part, right?
He would have.
But they don't have it, and they barely had the $150 per ticket. That's what the hoopla was about. And they bought the $5,000 bowl last year because they wanted to be a part of the cast as a permanent member. Like, do they think we stupid? We've been watching this reality TV for a long time now, and we know the game.
Yes.
Y'all played the game so y'all could be permanent and keep getting back your contract. And that's why you bought the $5,000 bowl. And why nowhere you go, I can't go to the store talking about, well, last week I was here and bought a purse. Can I get a purse free this week? They're going to be like, are you dumb, stupid, or both? So, that's why he had to tell him last year prices ain't this year prices. And if you was genuine, like Sashi said, you would have went ahead and gave the students some extra money. You would have went ahead and bought the art, especially to put it up in your new 85,000 square foot home. Y'all full of it. Y'all fake and y'all phony.
Yes.
But I like the way that Dr. Simone came to Toya and said, "Woosah, you did a good job.
Yeah.
Don't charge nobody else." Even though, you know, she said that don't charge nobody else in this cast, but there was nobody else left to come in the building to be charged.
Because Brandy and Angel paid for their ticket, okay?
And they was already there, okay? So, you know, so you know, they what was I gonna say? So, you know, it just I don't know, it was just messy. I like the way the scholarship happened. I will give all of them this. All of them in their own little way gave Toya her flowers for doing the darn thing with the venue, with the scholarships, and with the whole event at the end. They may not have liked the way her delivery was and how she was trying to pull it together in the beginning, but they did like the way the event turned out. And I was glad, in spite of it all, even Mimi, I don't know if you caught it, even Mimi said something about, you know, the event turning out nicely.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
And she had to say that also about the couples trip.
The couples trip, yep.
She ended up saying that about the couples trip. So she needs to stop hating on Toya. Now, I thought it was funny, but see, that's why Michael was 10 toes down. Michael didn't speak to what's her name? You better side with your mama.
Okay.
I thought that was cute. Because at the end of the day, you know, they family.
Yes.
And you know what? I don't know why, because if you saw the trailers for the reunion, I don't know why Heavenly is 10 toes down, still saying how she didn't put her hands on Dr. Jackie when we saw with our own eyes that she did. I like, at what point are you going to say sorry?
Yeah.
Like, it's stupid now at this point. But I loved the Med Gala. And you know what, Royaire, I'm serious. Next year we may have to buy a ticket and be in the building.
Listen, if you're down to pull up, let me know.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up. We gotta find us a nice hotel close to the venue.
Yes, of course.
We gotta. I hope that we gotta know the theme ahead of time, because we gotta. If we show up, we gotta show up and show out.
You know, I'll be ready at all times, honey.
Yeah, you do be ready.
So you know, I'll have a whole outfit made. You know, I custom stuff.
You don't play. You don't play in these streets. That is facts, okay?
Catch me slipping, okay?
Okay, you don't play in these streets. So yeah, I gotta get ready. You gotta let me know what heel oil I gotta buy. Maybe I'll have some here by that time.
Yes. Listen, the hair care oil, okay? You get. You have your small size, and then you have your large size.
Well, why do the small and the large look exactly the same?
Well, it may. Okay, hold on. Okay, see, you can see it a little bit better. You see?
I see it a little bit better.
Look, you know I'm horrible because I have kept these empty bottles. These was my first 2 bottles that I got. Beyonce is gonna sign these one day.
Listen, no, Roy, and I ain't mad at you. The bottles are actually cute. But remember,
and it smells really good too, Diva. It smells good too.
Does it? But remember, though, she stole that design for a poor up and coming designer. She stole that bottle design from that.
We will have no Beyonce slander on this good internet, okay?
You know, I'm 50 gold. I don't know why. I cannot wear wigs. I can't have like my head feeling like something's like on it like that. It's weird because I could do braids all day long, but I don't know what it is with the wigs. I just could never do them. But I'm gonna be ready for the Met Gala. Holla, coming to the Met Gala in 2027.
We're here.
We're going speaking into the universe for you. We're going to the Met Gala.
Let's go. I'll text Heavenly. I'll find out when it is. We can definitely go.
Yeah. Text Heavenly. Tell her I'm sorry for everything I said.
So in that case, I got some apologizing to do too. Because I have dragged her all season long.
We coming to the Met Gala. Gala.
Love you, Heavenly.
We being fake and phony like Stevie and Mimi. Okay. Ocean, thank you. But you know what? I wore my braids for years, honey. They said them braids jaked out my sides, my front shell.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna get the oil though. The miracle oil. I swear to goodness, if I don't wake up with hair after a month, I'm coming to order y'all for my $56 back.
Now, I'm not gonna say this is miracle oil. I won't say that because I have not heard that. I hear about that. I hear about that from the Kaleidoscope, the Judy products. I do hear that, but I have heard that it has helped people grow, a little bit of their hair. I ain't gonna say, down to their back or nothing, but it's helped the scalp.
That's why I think I need to get Cardi B line. She said she no hair, and the hair gonna be down your booty.
Okay, well. Look, if her line is anything like she picked men, we in trouble. But
yo, you know what? All jokes aside, but I think it's genes and her family too. But her hair, her natural hair is down her back.
Beautiful. No, she has beautiful hair. She
got beautiful hair. You know who got a hair care line too? And I know we got to go. Black China.
Oh, really?
She does. And she claims she be showing her, she got nice hair too. Her natural hair. She be showing her natural hair on her Instagram and she be whipping her hair back and forth. But she said, yeah, she got a hair care line. And you know what? Everybody got it. See, I ain't playing with you, educated female. I'm not doing no Kenya Moore hair care.
Kenya Moore hair. Listen, we are way past time. At the end of the episode, we like to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on the episode. I normally do the season and the episode, but we're just going to do the episode tonight. We'll do the season for the reunion. And for tonight, episode 14, season 12, leave your ratings in the comment section on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Where are you at? Diva, I'm a 10 across the boards. Love this episode. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
10, 10, 10. It was beautiful. Beautiful. It was beautiful. Toya this season, she did the darn thing. And Eugene this season, he said they won't call me a punk no more. What is this? What is this, season 12? He said for 11 seasons they punked me, but not in season 12.
Not today.
Not today. He stood up for himself.
Yeah.
Toya, we leaving. I'm going to my room.
We need a timeout. We need a timeout. Oh my Jesus. Well, listen, the people are responding. Super is giving it a 9. Little English Rose is giving it a 10. Forever is giving it a 10. Let's see. Linda is giving it a 10. Toya definitely carried the season. And I've said this a couple of times in personal conversations that I've had with other people. In my opinion, everybody has their season. This was Toya's season. She had a rough moment at the beginning with this whole stuff with Eugene, but they carried it out and she did it. They both did it well and in excellence. And I'm proud of Toya and Eugene. Shout out to T&E. T&E, okay? Forever is giving it a 9.5. Doreen is giving it an 8. Katrina is giving it a 9. Mo is giving it a 10. Monique is giving it a 9. Tanya is giving it a 9. Sunflower is giving it a 9. I Am 50 is giving it a 9.5. Okay, Ocean is giving it a 9 as well. The people loved Married to Medicine this season. And we are so glad that y'all have stuck it out with us for 14 weeks to recap this show. Season 12 of Married to Medicine. Shout out to Married to Medicine. Shout out to the ladies. This has been an amazing, show to recap with you all. Diva, as always, we have a wonderful time together. So thank you again for, joining me in these recaps. We see each other, okay? We are here, boom. Any final thoughts before you're ready to get out of here?
Of course I love doing this with you. I wouldn't do this with nobody but you. Okay, because honey, your note taking is out of control. Yes, we I 50 go. Yes, we are gonna do the fashions on Sunday. We're gonna do the fashions on Sunday.
Yes.
But yeah, your note taking is impeccable. But besides that, Royaire, we just had the best time ever together. Like literally days after, I'm thinking about something that happened and I'm cracking up. Okay. You know, just the best time ever. And I like what you said, because this is very true. Everybody has their season, and this hands down was Toya's season. And I think Contessa came to a close second.
I did, yes.
I really like Contessa's demeanor, her energy, her attitude this season. When she threw that one trip, she was hugging and loving on everybody, and she never shaded in the confessionals. And she also was saying, you know what, she hoped that Dr. Heavenly wins her bid as, you know, this politician. So I liked Contessa too. Just a good people. Yeah. And yeah, they giving you the thumbs up, Royaire, because honey, them notes is out of control, baby dog.
Listen, y'all, I'll be over here fighting, trying to get to 5 o'clock so I can take these notes.
And honey, he do the notes. Oh, thank you. We love y'all.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Listen, we try to show up consistently every week to give y'all a great show. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us. Like I tell Diva, you know, sometimes I know we don't show up always when we say we gonna show up, but y'all still pull through every single time. Y'all show the support. Y'all show the love. Y'all have been subscribing. Y'all have been hitting the like button, and y'all have been leaving comments on our videos, and we see each and every one of them. Diva and I, we text back and forth screenshots of stuff that y'all be saying. I mean, y'all have been an amazing family and audience for us each and every week. So we thank you so much for sticking with us. We're not going anywhere. We're still going to be around, but we are on a little show break right now because we are down to just one show. So we will be recapping part 1 of the Married to Medicine reunion next Monday. So make sure you watch that and stay tuned with us for that. We will be recapping the reunion looks on this coming Sunday. So we'll go through those looks, and, you know, we can give our ratings on those looks as well. Make sure that you tune in every night for trending topics over at Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. She's been having some great stories here lately, as always. So make sure you tune in over there every night between 8:30, 9 o'clock. I know we've been running a little late over here, so she's been doing them a little later. But make sure you still stay up, even if you're in the bed. Turn it on, watch it as you're falling asleep at night, okay? So tune in to Diva tonight for trending topics. Make sure you stay tuned to our channels by subscribing to both Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and Royaire's World. Make sure you hit the like button on our videos, check us out, and then your notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. Anything else before we go?
No, we enjoy y'all.
Yes, Roa is up next. Yes, it is. So make sure y'all stay on the lookout for that, as that is gearing up to come out. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. If you didn't hit the like button on your way in, make sure you hit it on the way out, and then head over to Diva's channel for trending topics tonight. Love y'all, and we will see y'all later. Good night and goodbye, everybody.
Ciao.
Royaire's World.